Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to today's Bitcoin video update of Saturday 16th of October, and we're in for a treat. The technical targets that I've been giving you for 63,000 is yet to be met. We're already at 62,000. What's the high? The last that Bitcoin has already made, the highest at the moment is 62,900. We almost touched the 63,000 region, hey, and we have a huge resistance right over there because of the all-time high, of course, and now we have to break 64,000. We have to go up above the 64,000, come down and retest. So let's quickly make a resistance point of the all-time high, which is just right over there, and this is the new wall that I guess we have to tackle. Now, the old wall has been retested, in my opinion. It was retested and we moved up. And we can confirm this one on the 4-hour time frame. And yesterday, I actually told you the whole scenario about where Bitcoin is actually going to move. Yeah, so let's see at the 4-hour time frame yesterday what happened. Yeah, so this is the chat pattern that is playing out. And I told you so. When you move up, there's this resistance line that we want to test, and it went up, came down, retested it. Yes, we were successful. If we actually didn't if this failed and we roll over, we would have come down to 57,000 and come all the way down to this moving average which is going on, but everything looks golden right now. Everything looks very, very bullish to continue. And of course, we also have news of the approval of ETF and rumors and whatnot. Yeah, so I mean, those are the fundamental news, but the reality is that Bitcoin was always bullish on the chart, okay? Just because the media comes in and steps in and tells you that, hey, it's because of ETF, it's because of this, it's because of that, it's because of this. I mean, if you don't know anything about the news, just go and read the charts. It's going to tell you the whole story of the future. Now, the media just comes in and steps in and says, hey, it's because of us we are taking Bitcoin to the all-time high. And as a matter of fact, I see a bear market in the future as well, because that's how the data is in the past 10 years of Bitcoin. And what's going to happen when the bear market starts? The chart is going to tell me, hey, I'm going to go into the bear market. But the media is going to say, hey, Bitcoin is this, Bitcoin is that. It's not a good investment. And people, the non-technical guys are going to say, oh, it's because of the news. It's because of the news that Bitcoin is going down. Oh, no. Anyway, but today, this is looking golden. Everything is looking golden, and we have some technical targets. Of course, if I just zoom out a little bit, I always make this Fibonacci retracement level. So I'm just gonna go all the way from 52, and I'm gonna go all the way down here to 39,000, and you can see that the target is 1.618, and we're very, very, very near to that target right now, which is 63,443. You can expect a small wick to the all-time high, maybe get rejected, and you could expect some kind of retracements towards the downside. And the best supporting level right now, the best support at the moment with Bitcoin is that if you ever see Bitcoin making a deeper correction, if it wants to come down for a deep correction right now, then the best target for Bitcoin is that it comes all the way down to this level, which is 53,000. And that's because we had this swing high of 53,000 or 52,000 if you want to say this, but it's almost 53,000. And if you lose this level, okay, which we don't want to lose the level, then the next best level of deeper correction is 47,000. If we lose the golden ratio, which is the 0.618, then you're going to look even for 42,000. But at the moment, it's looking very, very good. I don't think it's going to go all the way down to those levels, but just in case, because this is the crypto market, you never know what's going to happen next. But if we move logically and what the chart is telling us, we are in the third wave, and I told you, I'm gonna tell you this one so many times, that if I take the Elliott wave theory, this is your first wave. This is just actually no. This was the wrong one. My bad. I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna take the Elliott wave impulse, and I'm gonna take 1, Okay, this is second. We're going in for the third. Okay, we're in for the third, and the third goes all the way maybe to 100k, maybe 76k, maybe 84k, anywhere near here. But I think it's safe to say 100k because of the last resistances. Okay, and we can move all the way down to almost 76,000. The 76,000 is also a very good level. If we come down, we could even come down 63,000, who knows. But the thing is, our final wave is the fifth one, which is going to go all the way to 200k. I've said so many times, I'm going to continue saying this again. This is my own prediction, and hopefully inshallah that's going to happen. So what do I see next for the Bitcoin prices? We could get rejected right here. We could get rejected because this is there's a huge level of resistance right here. If it gets very bullish and crosses the 64,000 and comes to 67, we go down for a retest. Then we should hold the 64,000 region, and which is the swing high, which is going to be this one. So basically what I want Bitcoin to do, if I remove the Fibonacci retracement very quickly, so this is the same. Okay, you have the all-time high line right over there, and if we go above the line, we want to come down, retest, go up, successful. If we do not get the retest done, we come down to this wall again, and if we do not go here, then some level of another support are this level, which is 57,000. You have the 56,000, and the biggest one of them is the 53,000 level. Okay, so all in all, there's one more thing I want to tell you when you're in a bull market. Okay, and when you're in a bull market, there's some two moving average indicators that I want you to understand, that if we lose them, then the things are going to look very, very bad for Bitcoin. Now what I want to tell you is that, do you see the 10 moving average, the yellow line? Okay, the yellow line, and then you have the red moving average, which is the I think it's the 25, and then the 20, the 10, the 20, and then you have the 55, which is the blue line. Okay, now if you go to the past in 2020, you can see that the three lines here, these three lines, they when Bitcoin was going up, came down, we never lost the red line. We came up, we never lost the red line, and in here we lost the red line, we came to the blue as a support, and then we moved all the way up. Now notice one thing. When we went all the way up to 64,000 or something, this was the first time we actually went below the blue line, which is the 55 EMA. We came above it, and we failed to actually stay on top of it, and then hence the correction from 64,000 all the way to 30,000 region. And this is a precursor to actually give you an idea when you're in a bull market. And remember, this is the daily time frame. These moving averages are nice indicators to tell you whether the prices are going to go down or they're going to go up. So now Bitcoin is a little bit overextended. It's a little bit overextended, of course, and the first level you might see Bitcoin come to retrace is the yellow line. Okay, if we ever have a retracement, if we actually go to 64,000 or 63,000, which I think we're going to take a breath. Okay, I don't think we're going to go all the way up. Remember, we are going in a waveform. Okay, and it's also healthy if you see something like this. We go up, down, go up, come for a deeper retracement all the way down to 52,000, and continue moving towards 70,000 or 100k thousand. But at the moment, as I told you in the previous bull market, you see these three lines. The first one is the yellow, which is the 10. We can test this one, okay? And the second one is the 53,000. You can see the prices are mentioned here as well on this area. They're mentioned right there. So the red one is 53,000, and the 10 is the 57. And if we go even much more deeper, then that's the 49k region. Okay, so if you start losing this thing right here, the blue line, if you start losing the blue line and you start losing this support, which is the 39,000, then of course you're gonna have to come back to retest this trend line. You see that trend line, which is going down like that. You come down, you lose this support, you go down, you lose this one, you go all the way down, and you lose all this support which was happening here. Then you go to the bear market, and that for me, Bitcoin is dead. I don't think Bitcoin is going to move all the way towards 200k or anything. But until that doesn't happen, never say that we're going in a bear market, because people do not know that we are actually still in a bull market. And Bitcoin, ever since it has been released, if you zoom out everything, then everything is on an uptrend. And one more pattern, chat patterns, that is playing out really quickly. Let me hide the EMAs to see much more clear. And I'm just gonna move this to the side again, and we have an inverse head and shoulders in so many projects. Look at Bitcoin, we have this one, inverse head and shoulders right here, and we've already broken out of this inverse head and shoulders. So we take the height to the bottom. Wherever we break out, this is the breakout, and this is your next target, which is 72,000. Okay, and right now 72,000, we're already in 63,000 region. How much far is 70k? I mean, even 80k is so near. Even 100k is very near. To me, it sounds like 100k is like just, 70,000 is like what? 7% away, 5% away, easy. It's an easy target, and that target is going to be met. So first target is that you take this breakout of your inverse head and shoulders, you go wherever you break out, you can keep holding Bitcoin, and it goes to 73,000 region. And I see this inverse head and shoulders in so many projects right now. Okay, and the next target after 72k is, of course, I'm gonna take this Fibonacci from 64,000 to all the way to 28,000 and 29,000, and the next targets, of course, is the 72,000, and then you're gonna have 1.270 to 80,000 here, and we're gonna have a breather at the 100k, which completes, for me, this one completes the third wave. Personally, I think, in my opinion, the third wave goes all the way here, and I repeat this all the time. And for other projects where I see, for example, you have SXP. If you look at SXP right now, we also have an inverse head and shoulder. This is your left shoulder. This is your right. This is your left shoulder, the head, and you have the right shoulder. And actually, this is your neckline. Almost something like that. Okay, so you might see SXP go all the way here. Okay, it tries to break out, and wherever you break out, now listen, take this one, wherever you break out, this is your next target. See, 6.760, and it still has to do that. And this is on the daily time frame. This is on the daily time. Now this is a bigger head and shoulder, and we have another small head and shoulder, and let me show you really quickly what that head and shoulder looks like. And on the daily, this is your head and shoulder once again. On a much more near time frame, this is your left shoulder, your head, this is your right shoulder. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the neckline just like that. This is your resistance point, and whenever we break out of here to there, we go all the way up to this price level, 3.2, 3.4. If we break out here, this is like 3.3. And now to confirm these two targets, you can take the Fibonacci retracement all the way down there, and look, if we break out, listen, if we break out this from top to bottom, wherever we break out, just look at that. If we break out of this, it goes all the way to the golden ratio, 0.618. So you might see SXP into 618. Let's check link. Right, we're gonna check link as well. Well, here's link. We have the left, the head, the right shoulder. Boom, if we break out, we're going almost near to the $35 region, and a lot of projects are printing out the inverse head and shoulders, and this tells me that the altcoin season is just very near to explosion. Now if it's not in October, but surely in November, I do think that altcoins are gonna pump like crazy, and everyone who has invested is going to end up in profits in November. And until we don't enter December, we can have the fourth wave of Bitcoin. We could have some small retracements, and then we move on for the fifth wave until the end of December or the early January, and that's where the bull market ends for me. You never know. That's just my prediction. Nothing is financial advice, of course. So that's it for today's Bitcoin video update. I know it was a little bit long and overextended, but hey, thank you so much for the support. Keep trading, keep grinding, keep hustling, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new Bitcoin video update.